Have you ever felt it? He acts distant, but never truly disappears. He says he doesn't care, but somehow, he always comes back. Not because he wants you in his life, but because he can't get you out of his mind. There's a war happening inside him. One part of him wants to walk away. The other part is already addicted. And the more he resists it, the stronger it becomes. Because in psychology, what we suppress doesn't vanish. It returns as obsession. Today, you'll discover 6 hidden signs he is emotionally addicted to you, while actively fighting his own feelings. And by the end, you'll understand something most people never do. Sometimes distance is not rejection. It's resistance. Carl Jung called it the shadow self. The part of us that contains emotions we refuse to accept. Desire. Vulnerability. Attachment. Fear of losing control. When a man refuses to face these emotions, he doesn't heal them. He hides them. And that's when something dangerous happens. He becomes emotionally inconsistent. Not because he's confused about you, but because he's confused about himself. Let's break it down. Sign 1, he disappears, but never fully leaves. He stops texting. He pulls away. He acts like he's done. But then, he watches your stories. He reacts after days. He comes back with a random message like nothing happened. This is not detachment. This is internal conflict. A man fighting his feelings will try to reset his emotions by distance. But emotional addiction doesn't reset. It lingers. Like a habit he can't break. He doesn't leave you. He pauses you. Sign 2, he acts cold, right after emotional moments. One moment he's deep, connected, even vulnerable. And then suddenly, he becomes cold. Distant. Logical. Unavailable. Why? Because vulnerability scares him. The closer he gets emotionally, the stronger his defense system activates. Psychologically, this is called emotional recoil. It's like touching fire, then pretending you never wanted warmth. Sign 3, he watches you more than he talks to you. He doesn't engage much, but he observes everything. Your posts, your energy shifts, your new presence. This is silent attachment. A man fighting feelings often chooses observation over expression. Because expression feels like surrender. And surrender feels like loss of control. So instead of loving openly, he studies you quietly. Sign 4, he gets jealous, but won't admit it. He won't say it, but you'll feel it. A change in tone. Random cold replies. Sudden distance when you mention other people. Jealousy is emotional evidence. And evidence is dangerous for someone in denial. So he masks it. With silence. With sarcasm. With indifference. But psychology doesn't lie. If it didn't matter, he wouldn't react. Sign 5, he keeps creating almost relationships. Not fully in. Not fully out. He flirts. He connects. He pulls you close. Then steps away again. This is not confusion. This is controlled addiction. He wants the emotional high, without the emotional responsibility. Like someone standing at the edge of fire. Afraid to burn, but unable to walk away. Sign 6, he comes back when you finally detach. This is the strongest sign. The moment you stop chasing, he reappears. Not always with love. Sometimes with curiosity. Sometimes with excuses. Sometimes with emotional testing. Why? Because your detachment breaks his illusion of control. When you were available, he felt safe ignoring his feelings. But when you withdraw, his shadow self wakes up. And suddenly, he feels what he was suppressing all along. Loss. Here is the truth most people misunderstand. A man fighting his feelings is not emotionless. He is overwhelmed by them. And instead of processing love, he fragments it. Into distance. Into silence. Into inconsistency. But here's the deeper psychological truth. You cannot be addicted to someone you don't feel something for. Even avoidance is a form of attachment. Even silence is a reaction. But the real question is not, does he feel something for you? The real question is, can he face what he feels? Because love is not always lost. Sometimes, it is simply buried under fear. And if you're watching this hoping for clarity, here it is. If someone truly chooses you, you will not feel confused. You will not decode silence. You will not question your worth in their absence. Because real love does not create mental war. It creates peace. So if you are dealing with someone who feels like a puzzle, remember this. Not every intense connection is meant to be completed. Some are meant to teach you what emotional confusion feels like. So you never mistake it for love again. And when you finally understand that, you stop chasing answers and start choosing clarity.